Have you ever wondered what it would be like to live on the moon? Imagine gazing up at the Earth from your lunar window or taking a moonwalk in your backyard. But how could we possibly build a home on this distant, barren landscape? It's a question that has puzzled scientists and space enthusiasts alike. With unique challenges and innovative solutions, the idea of lunar living becomes a captivating exploration. So strap in, and let's find out how this dream might become a reality. Building on the moon presents unique challenges: no air, extreme temperatures, cosmic radiation, and low gravity. Let's delve into these challenges. First off, the moon lacks an atmosphere. This means there's no air. Just imagine trying to build a sandcastle without any moisture. It's nearly impossible to get things to stick together. Next up, we have extreme temperatures. The moon's surface can get as hot as a pizza oven during the day, but as cold as the Arctic night in the shade. These wild swings in temperature can cause materials to expand and contract, potentially damaging our lunar buildings. Then we have cosmic radiation. Without a protective atmosphere or magnetic field like Earth's, the moon is constantly bombarded by harmful radiation from the sun and other cosmic sources. This radiation can be dangerous to astronauts and can degrade building materials over time. Lastly, there's the issue of low gravity. The moon's gravity is just 1/6 of Earth's. While this might make for some fun moon jumping, it also means that things don't stay put as easily as they do on Earth. Imagine trying to build a house where your tools and building materials keep floating away. But don't lose hope. Scientists are ingenious and are finding innovative solutions. From using moon dust to 3D print buildings to creating radiation shields, our dreams of moon living might not be so far-fetched after all. So stick around as we explore these fascinating solutions in the next scene. One brilliant idea is to use local resources, like lunar dust known as regolith, to build homes using 3D printing. Imagine, instead of packing up and lugging all our earthly construction materials to the moon, we could simply use the moon's own dust to set up camp. Regolith is the layer of unconsolidated, loose, fragmented material that covers solid bedrock. It's a fancy word for the dust, soil, broken rock, and other related materials that sit on top of the moon's solid bedrock. Regolith is pretty much found everywhere on the moon, so it's a readily available resource that we can use to our advantage. But how do we turn this moon dust into a livable habitat, you might wonder? Well, that's where the magic of 3D printing comes into play. 3D printing, or additive manufacturing, is a process of making three-dimensional solid objects from a digital file. In the case of lunar construction, a 3D printer would be fed with lunar regolith, and then layer by layer it would print out a solid structure. It's kind of like building a sandcastle, but with moon dust and a very high-tech bucket. The use of 3D printing for lunar construction is not just a wild idea, it's actually something that scientists and engineers are actively working on. Various tests and experiments are being conducted on Earth to see how we can best use regolith for 3D printing. The results are promising, and it seems like we might be onto something really big here. And if you think this is all just wishful thinking, think again. NASA, the National Aeronautics and Space Administration, has big plans for the moon. They're not just looking at short visits, they're planning on staying. NASA even plans to build homes on the moon by 2040. So who knows, maybe one day we'll all get to experience what it's like to live on the moon. Life on the moon would be different. Special suits, greenhouses to grow plants, and lunar vehicles for getting around. Imagine waking up every day in a habitat shielded from cosmic radiation, putting on a special suit designed to protect you from the harsh lunar environment. Your breakfast would come from a greenhouse, where plants are grown under special lights. You'd need these plants not just for food, but also to produce oxygen and recycle water. Getting around would be a whole new experience. With the moon's lower gravity, you'd bounce more than walk. And for longer journeys, you'd hop into a lunar vehicle, specially designed to navigate the moon's rough terrain. Socializing might involve virtual reality, allowing you to feel like you're hanging out with friends back on Earth. And when night falls, you'd gaze up at a sky filled with more stars than you've ever seen before. Living on the moon will definitely be an adventure. Building homes on the moon is an exciting challenge that could become a reality thanks to human ingenuity. We've discussed the unique challenges of lunar construction, from the lack of atmosphere to extreme temperatures. But with innovative solutions like 3D printing using lunar dust and plans to establish lunar habitats by the year 2040, our dreams of moon living could soon be within reach. So as we look to the future, remember to stay curious and keep exploring the wonders of the universe.